Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the recently retired, wonderful individual, Mr. Dion from Dion Talk. How you doing, buddy?
Howdy, doing great. Not quite used to it yet.
Yeah, it does. It took me a few weeks to get used to it, I will admit. But hey, I don't know if you saw it, but Graham Stephan just put out a video that said, I think it was simply titled, "I'm selling." And hey, man, you are retired now, so you've got to be selling too, I'm guessing.
So I saw the title and I figured, actually, I think because I watched it too, I think I guessed exactly what he was talking about. If you have enough streams of income, real estate is just a stream of income.
It's one of many. Yeah.
There are people who retired with a stock portfolio. There are people who built a business and grow it to the point where someone else runs it and they retire. He built a YouTube brand that makes hundreds of thousands a month, if not more, per month. And he's not selling all of his real estate. He has a couple that are dialed in, and he has that dialed in one, but then he has ones that take time and he's offloading them. And my concern would be, if you're a new investor, and like a lot of us, you watch Graham because his first few years was great content on how to invest, how to live frugal for those first 5 years to set yourself up. I mean, a bunch of things that helped me.
Yeah.
Don't compare his position to a new investor's starting position.
Yeah. Let's just have a real honest discussion. For 99.99999% of folks, how many units do you have, Dion?
16.
How long did it take you to acquire 16 units?
11 years.
Are you financially free today?
Yes. Still can't keep the smile off the face when I say that.
This is the goal. This is what one rental at a time is. This is what I hope people strive to. If you are charismatic, if you are great with the camera, if you are TV ready, and you can get into a topic and build a following of 3 million people, you have options. I want you to realize that 99.9999% of us should strive to be Dion. 16 units, 11 or 12 years. The first several years were slow and sucked as he was making $17 an hour. You know, the income snowball hadn't kicked in yet. Dion is the example that most should follow, not Graham. So when I watched Graham's video, there was a couple of things. I don't know. Again, I am trying to watch this for the 99%, not the 0.0001. A couple of things. First off, I think he's bored. He is working harder today than he did as a real estate agent. He said that in the video. What is Dion's Bigger Pockets video called? The lazy man or the lazy landlord or the lazy investor? Do you want to work harder like Graham, or go on vacations for months at a time and have more money when you return like Dion? Again, 99% of you, Dion. We need to do a better job of highlighting and following what is possible. And I believe 16 units, 11 or 12 years is far more achievable than amassing a following of 3 million people. Building a brand is for most people. The other thing is he's now trading on his name. He talked about working with Brandon Turner, Ryan Pineda, both guys I know, both great individuals. Well, one of them's great. The other one drives me batshit crazy. And if you know my story, you know which one it is. But that's, in my opinion, that's dangerous. Again, I'm talking to the 99.9% of you. Yes, Graham happens to be in a position where he can invest in syndications. He could take the large cost segregation and bonus depreciation. All of these things are tax savings for somebody who makes $1 million a month on YouTube or whatever it is. He needs that stuff. That's not 99.9% of us. Also, he has so much money come in every month. If he loses 100 grand, he doesn't care. One of the people he's investing with has said, I want to work with millionaires because if I lose their 50 grand, it doesn't bother them. I hate that attitude. I want to talk to the 99. And again, folks, Graham Stephan, I've talked about him for years. I think his early stuff, Live Below Your Means, Hustle, he was selling leases on units when it was the toughest time. He's an amazing human being. I believe Graham Stephan at the core is amazing, but his story is not achievable for 99.9%. The man that is looking here at you here, Dion, he needs to be the goal. 16 units, 12 years, financially free in a decade. I don't know. That video really bothered me because of the message I thought it sent.
Well, that was my concern, was that the new investor would see it and say, well, if I sell my real estate, I can get these other assets. And I like to.
Oh, it's even worse. It's not, it's the new investor that looks at Graham going, oh my God, he's selling. I won't even start. I need to get a chicken franchise, or I need to do this, dude, financial freedom came from real estate. It gave him time to build a YouTube channel. This is what Todd and Spencer told us last Saturday. Spencer Cornelia, 500,000 subs, hundreds of thousands of dollars, very likely a month. He said, my house hacking allowed me to have time and breathing room. Folks, success leaves clues. And what Graham is doing today is awesome. And he had Kevin O'Leary bash him for being not diversified. Folks, you don't got that problem. That's not you. You're not getting Kevin O'Leary to look at your portfolio. It's not happening.
What happens if your source of income gets taken away? One of the fears I had, one of the motivating reasons to get into real estate was my income, my W-2 kept getting taken away. So Graham has built this great income stream with social media, being on YouTube. What if YouTube goes away? What if you're demonetized? I don't think offloading a real estate portfolio that gave you financial freedom is the smartest move. And I like to do the Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger comparison. Warren Buffett says, make sure you diversify. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, says, no more than 20% in one asset class, no more than 5% in any one asset. Sure, when you have tens of millions of dollars, protect yourself. But when you're the average person and you're looking for passive income of $50,000 to $200,000 a year, and you get that, you achieve that, I wouldn't put that at risk. Even if you do stumble into hitting the algorithm right, growing the YouTube channel, and you have massive income coming that way. So even for the you said 99.9999.7, I think, percent of the people who could pull that off, I would still have income sources that didn't rely on something that can be hacked, something where the platform can change, something where TikTok overtakes YouTube and the advertisers stop doing one and go to the other. Whatever could change in the future that we can't predict, your rentals will still be there.
Yeah.
Your fixed rate debt will be still being paid off every year. Your cash flow will still be there. It was a great video. And what I like about Graham still is he goes, here's my life. This is what's happening to me now. He still has the occasional one where he's like, fundamentals. And I said, I still take notes. I'm like, remind myself of those basics. But that wasn't a video that the average person should take to heart.
No. And my biggest takeaway is he's trading on what he has built, which he has every right and frankly should do. It's not what most of us have. And also the thing that I believe the comparison should be you and Graham. Your Bigger Pockets episode, lazy man or lazy investor or whatever. You're now living financially free, taking all kinds of trips and doing all the kinds of things because of your rentals. And oh, by the way, you have no interest in doubling or tripling. That's a difference. You don't want to work harder. Graham is working harder. He's also, I think, 29 or 30 or whatever he is. So maybe he's got that juice and he still wants to go. You're not 30 and you're okay where you're at and you're going to enjoy the rest of your life. You don't want to do this and have a chicken franchise and do syndications and raise capital. You have no interest. Could you do that stuff? Probably. Do you want to? Hell no. And I think that's a huge difference.
No, the Marine Corps terminology is Graham is a motivated hard charger. Like he's the one out there still growing it, still doing it. Doesn't need to. He could have sat back and said, I've got passive income, sit on the beach every day. And I honestly believe, and people always make a joke or don't believe the joke when I say I'm lazy. At his age, I would be my kind of lazy still. I was so lazy when I was in my 20s and 30s, I was chasing a pension. I was too lazy to develop or grow anything on my own, like a real estate portfolio, because I thought, work for a company, the Marine Corps, law enforcement, whatever, for at least 20 years, get that pension so I'll have a retirement. It was 40 when I realized the pension idea from someone else's control kept getting taken away. I had to create my own pension. And because of the lazy, I was like, okay, starting at 40, I'm going to do this. Took 8 years really to reach financial freedom. Then I worked for another 4 years because I liked my job. I mean, I love the job I just left, but it's a job and it took time. So eventually the lazy won out over a job I loved.
Yeah.
And the real estate that Graham is saying I'm selling off part of it is there. And I might sell one, take that gain and pay off 2 of the mortgages, increase the cash flow, reduce the workload because the lazy's there, right? But more cash flow, less work. I haven't done that. And I'm not deciding to do that, but I've talked about it because I want to talk about all the different options so that people, once they realize they get to that position where they're financially free, every option doesn't suck.
Yeah. And that's actually where I wanted to close, because you were thinking the same way. You are thinking about selling one. Again, it's a house you own free and clear, if I remember the story. That proceeds would allow you to pay off other debts, which would actually increase your monthly cash flow. Again, it's that whole lazy, right? One less piece of workload, lower monthly expenses, increases cash flow. Dion's in a better shape by doing that. I sold a triplex recently. Why did I do that? This particular triplex was awesome. I had great visions for it. But for whatever reason, for over 3 years, it never performed up to expectations. After some point in time, I'm like, I'm snake bit. I'm unlucky. I'm just done. Like when you have one triplex out of a large portfolio and 80% of your stress is one building, you might want to sell that building. And that's what I did. Right. I have a large portfolio. And again, let's just say in a week, I spend 4 hours. If 3 of those hours are one property for 3 years and I remove that one property, I only now work 1 hour a week. That's why I sold the triplex. I felt snake bit. I was just unlucky and I loved it. It was a big old brand new duplex with a house in the back. It was awesome. Just didn't work out. So again, when you get to our positions, you can make choices that I would not have sold that triplex if I only had 10 units and I was still working. I'm retired. I earned that right. I thought the 3 hours I spent on this property for 2 years was annoying. So I sold it. So there are reasons to sell. I think most of us are in a position where we are still building and stacking. So that video, I just thought, I really did think sent the wrong signal of don't even bother. That's what I took from it. Maybe I'm reading into it because I don't think he ever said that. But again, that's what I think these new investors who are interested will see Graham selling and go, damn it, I need to buy a franchise instead. I'm like, oh, that's not what he said. But that's my fear.
Yeah, mine too. The problem is, and the reason why crash videos do so well, is a lot of people are looking for the reason not to have to take action. And if
they want the
selling,
easy button.
Right.
And now it's a chicken franchise.
One rental at a time, make work optional. And then you can do silly things that make other people wonder why too.
There you go. Well, Dion, where can people find you?
Right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom.
Awesome, buddy.